Right, welcome back. Last time... Oh, right, we managed to finally get a center of trade and a center of production inside the capital of Dithmarschen. So, we've got two merchants now. One is now collecting trade inside the North Sea node, and the other is shoving it along from the Obi node. I mean, really, it doesn't matter which of the nodes I pick that flow into the North Sea. Because all of them, except for potentially this one, which I have not discovered yet anyway, so... All of them only flow to the North Sea. So... Really not much of a point in trying to pick. There really isn't much else to say, though. I've been basically keeping quiet and bolstering the loyalty of the aristocrats, while also expanding state reach slowly. Slowly is the key factor here. I'm also trying to keep stability up-ish. It's a little lower at the moment, but it's fine. As well as keeping unrest down, which is a bit more difficult. We still haven't had a revolt, but that's because, well, I've been burning mill points every few years in order to bring it back down again. Come on, okay. Right, time to grab tech. I might as well grab some diplo tech as well. Right, early tercios. Land morale plus 0.08, cavalry shock plus 0.3 enables a Spanish tercio for the Spaniards. Or well, probably better put Castilians. At least Spain will actually form this game. Okay. Private Watchman. Stability cost interval minus 1%. Woohoo, better stability. Dry docks. Naval force limit plus 5%. Yeesh. Wait, someone already grabbed the next level of admin tech? Jeez. But I need those points too much in order to do something like that. Even if I were interested in the first place. Oh, and the Grand Dog's fired, so let's fulfill that too, and there we are. I don't have the bureaucratic influence for any new reforms. Not even minor ones. Well, that's part of the reason why I'm building up state reach. Dithmarschen agricultural investment. That's it. So we just dumped 6 ducats into Dithmarschen's agriculture. Alrighty then. Do we even have the room? Apparently. Probably should redistribute taxes, because it looks like it wasn't doing so particularly effectively recently, so... And handle the mill taxes, because I do not need more manpower right now. Maybe at some point in the future, but for right now, I need money. If only to start handling the spread of casual literacy, which has already begun to arrive. Good to see, good to see. Of course, the one province inside of, well, the northern half of the HRE is Bohemia, well, Praha. There's a couple places in Iberia. Several places in France and in Italy, but that seems to be about it. Knowledge production is not easy. can set up a center of learning. Problem is I just don't have the urban size. Largest regional city. Oh, with 2 amenities? Is that it? Okay, so they brought it up to 47k with only 2 ranks of amenities. Ooh, yeah. Something that needs to be worked on in the future. Oh well. I need more. Well, both of them managed to get rid, but I think they're in a different region. It's definitely not enough. Oh, that or it's just all religious education, isn't it? Well, 1.5, so if 1.5 is enough, I should be able to get that center of learning. That might actually be enough. I doubt it, but it might be enough. Okay. Yep, rivaling me. That's wonderful. Just wonderful. Someone also apparently just grabbed the next level of Miltech. I really don't feel I have the points to burn for that. It's getting wildly inconsistent. Well, I can make a huge amount of money off of the farmlands. Seriously, this is the single most profitable thing in the country. Dithmarschen's farmlands. Everything else is kind of junk. Yeah, it's the literal most profitable thing. However, it's also insanely expensive to maintain my level of state property. So the stuff constantly decays and then gets reinvested. Because the auto taxer keeps setting it on moderate. I'm just gonna leave it on high, well, full. So I'd rather it not just waste away and then get constantly put money into it. Does mean I get less Diplo points, but I'm not using the Diplo points for anything in particular other than Diplo Tech and potentially the next idea group. So I may go with an admin tech group. Honestly, I'm probably just going to swap back to focusing admin. I think I'm going to, because in general, Diplo, there's just not many choices in Diplo, and most of them aren't really that interesting. Probably, I might go innovativeness. I could go into humanist ideas instead, though for now, humanist probably isn't the best option. Innovativeness sounds good. I could also do engineering. Well, that's something for later. It's going to be a while before the next idea group comes anyway. Tech level 34. Yeah, 25 years. Okay. If I'm lucky, I might even get higher learning. Anyway, not higher learning. Casual literacy. So, these are probably the only provinces where this is spawning, because you need commercialization. I don't think China gets commercialization. In fact, I could probably check. Yeah, they're missing 2 institutions, 8 institutions. And everyone has only embraced, well, they've embraced 2 institutions, basically. I do know for a fact that they have meritocracy and legalism, so they probably don't have commercialization. So this is probably the entire spread of commercialization so far. Yeah. So, and you need commercialization for casual literacy, so these are the only provinces where it's being invented at. So a lot of Italian provinces, some French provinces, a few Iberians, and then there's one in Praha. Nowhere else. I'm getting there, admittedly. I have more than one knowledge production in my capital. But this will all take a lot of time. Plus, I've also found the largest regional city in northern Germany. Oh, that's a different region. Okay. That's for Brandenburg-Pommern. The other is the Lower Saxon Circle. Okay, so the largest regional city is in here somewhere. Magdeburg, which is the largest city on the subcontinent. Oh, they've got rank 3 amenities. Yeah, getting that's going to be difficult. They've got 80k. Yeah, you're not going to be able to compete with that anytime soon. Oh, and Bremen got conquered by Friesland recently. I'm running low on rivalry opportunities, so I'm now rivaling Pomerania and Friesland. And either other option are my allies. Later on, I might find other ones that are powerful enough to help, but right now, I mean... I do want to eventually go up against Hamburg, since they're no longer a free city, and it's honestly a valuable location. Good for trade, good for urban stuff, etc. It's a rather important province. It would be good to have. Very good, in fact. On that, I haven't really done much other than making the nobles like me more, and ensuring nothing happens. The provinces themselves are no longer, they no longer have positive unrest, though in some cases it's rather close. So things are going well, plus my treasury is fulfilling quite rapidly. Well, filling up quite rapidly. Though I might turn off the auto-investor for a while in order to properly save up money to actually afford this infrastructure, which requires more than... I need about 200 ducats more, and I earn like 1 a month. 200 months is a long time, and I'm going to need that in order to get enough literati in the province, in order to get enough learning, in order to independently invent it. So this is probably going to be the focus for a while. Though I will be working on other stuff on the side, like expanding my... I do plan on expanding my state reach all the way to 50% average. And then sticking to that because, honestly, certain reforms require meritocracy. Which is next to impossible to get independently. I mean, it's slowly spreading around, but that's mainly because the Ottoman Empire has conquered that stuff. Same with Padua having some. Oh wow, they've actually managed to embrace it. But they're not able to spread it around because they don't have the institutions required for it. And they also have this port of Naples now. Seriously. Yeah, there's a reason why. Well, they managed to conquer Greece, it's gonna go further. I guess Padua is the new Venice. Well, they became what Venice was, historically. Oh, there's a Livland, too. Though they're probably nothing compared to the two giants they're between. Okay, Poland no longer is pretty much of a giant. Bohemia is also having its own issues to deal with. The nobles are up in arms about a few things, but they do seem to be getting a bit happier now, getting them more manpower again. Biggest diplomatic thing is that Lauenburg is now allied with Pomerania. An opportunity and a curse, because that means I can fight Pomerania without having to drag in Bohemia. Bad news. I can't touch Lauenburg without dragging in Pomerania. And I'm not strong enough to handle Pomerania one-on-one, even with my allies. So, this is extremely bad. And I may build spy networks just to get claims on the provinces again. Oh well. That's something I'm going to have to handle later. This province is slowly building up its urban population, again, via immigration. Industries are still not making much money, though, sadly. Well, that's something to work on. Yeah. My income's doing decently. Actually, it's doing excellently now, for the moment. Man, 2 ducats a month. Expenses are getting in the way somewhat, but not nearly as bad as they might otherwise be. In fact, taxation started to actually improve. Trade income's doing great. It's a nice boost. 0.2 ducats a month. It's actually quite nice to have that. Though sometimes I do wish there were more flow outside than always be the case so far. Oh well, nothing much I can do right now. I'll then work towards getting more and more learning. I might even be able to create a center of learning here, just like how I did with production and trade. Even though we'll start out minor, there's just not that much around. I mean, northern Germany at the time certainly was a center for trade and industry. It was also pretty sparsely populated, so there's only so much I can work with. Getting a minor center would be great, but I'm not sure if it's actually possible anytime soon. I don't think there are any centers in northern Germany for learning. There is a major center over here, though, but I don't think Bohemia is particularly. Second is Greater Austrian Circle. I'm in the Upper Saxon Circle. Oh, not Upper Saxon. I'm in the Germany subcontinent, which includes modern day Germany, plus these bits of modern day Poland, minus basically modern day Bavaria and this bit. What was it called? Oh, Württemberg and Schwaben? Nah. Oh, and it also includes the Low Countries. Is there a center there? No. Is there even a center of learning in anywhere inside of the German subcontinent? Not from the looks of it. It might be something that's getting covered up so that I can't see it, but I might actually end up building the first center of learning in the Germany subcontinent. Which is weird for after starting with a country that, well, at the very beginning of the game had like 15k population. It took almost 150 years, but we're making quite a bit of headway considering the start. Anyway, I've gone on long enough for sure. I'll see you again next time. Until then.